let me know that they're there. Now, what else? Kevin's also here for technical issues, so type those in the chat box and he'll help you out with those. A couple of tools I'll be using today are props, a strap. Now, I have a yoga strap. I have like loads of them. I'm going to have a different color every time I come to class. You want something that's long enough that you can have your arms out wide. So a belt or a scarf or even like a pair of tights or something like a T-shirt will often do just nicely, something that you can hold on. And also I'm doing some good mobility movements for your upper body today. So I'm using a half dome. All right, most people don't have them, so you can use a rolled up towel. I always have this lovely orange one here because hopefully you can see it better. So you just roll it up and that's going to go down on the floor. For those of us who are able to get down and lie down on the mat, if that's not the case and you'll be sitting up, probably a towel rather than a blanket, something smaller. I will give demonstrations in the chair. This is coming later on, but I'm just showing now just in case you want to go off and get props. It's going to be something that you can put behind your back and lean onto it. So you need a suitable chair as well if you're not getting down onto the floor, right, to be able to sit like this and have that wedged behind your back. So go off and get that stuff now if you don't already have it. And then we're going to get started standing on up. So I think you're all muted already. But once again, let me reiterate, please, if you have any questions, just unmute yourself, interrupt me and ask those questions. You might just want to clarify a movement that I'm doing. So I'm starting standing. You could be doing this sitting as well, but oh, yeah, probably all of it sitting. We'll find some variations, but I'm just going to be standing here to begin with. So up we come, and then let's just do some simple head movements first. So take a look over one shoulder, turn your head one way, and then come back to center and turn the other way, and then come back to center. Go the first way again, and back to center. And the other way and back to center. All right, that's a simple turn. Now we'll do a tilt to one side. So think, bring your ear to your shoulder, so your head bending to the side, and then lift your head upright and then take it the other way and lift it on upright. Oh, I noticed mine actually twisted a bit there. So I'm trying to just go straight down on a sideways movement, my ear to my shoulder and lift on up. And then the other way. And I notice this way, my head kind of rotates, right? I don't do that on purpose. It's just something that's happening. And then come on up. Now I'm going to try and put them together. I'm going to turn to one side, tilt down a bit, circle my chin down across my chest over to the other side, and then turn a bit there. Now keep lifting my chin up. So I'm going to do more of a full circular motion with my head. Right, turn to the side, down and around. The other side, turn and lift. Right, one more in this direction. And it doesn't have to be any particular way that you're moving your head. You'll just want to make that circular movement in a way that feels okay for you. And then I'm going to change direction. You may notice that I'm sort of changing the movement every circle that I do. And I'm doing my best to let my shoulders relax too as I'm doing it, but I'm really finding they're shrugging up around my ears, right? They're sort of pulling on up. That's again an unconscious reaction as I'm doing this movement. And it's good to see or notice in your own body what happens to you when you do these movements. All right, so lift back up again. And because I was doing that, I'm going to roll my shoulders. I'm going to lift them on up around my ears, roll them back, push them down, and then roll them forward. All right, take them up and back and down and forward. Try to find as big a movement here as you can find through your shoulders. Last one. Up, back, and down and around. Now I'm going to reverse. So I'm going to go backwards, up, and then forward. I'm not being overly pedantic with this movement today. Sometimes we really emphasize this shoulder rotation. Last one here. And then release. Give everything a bit of a shake. Shake, 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 shake. And then pick up your strap. Now, first off with the strap, we're just going to take it behind us and have your palms facing forward. So you're holding on, you're gripping it with your palms facing forward. And then all we're going to do is a simple forward bend. So take a bend in your knees, lean forward, and start to raise your arms away from the back. Take the strap off your back. Just check in here. Now, my shoulders are pretty mobile, so my arms can come up and over my head like this. Okay, that's fine. You might be more back here. You might be having, maybe even the strap is resting on your back. So take some moments here, noticing what's going on. Can you see you could sort of let your belly rest on your thighs like I'm doing right now? You might be more in space. Can you let your head hang and give your head a bit of a nod? Yes. And then a bit of a nod, no. And then come up to standing. Come on up to standing all the way. Yeah, let yourself go. And then we're going to set some sort of more parameters here. So we're going to bring our hands in, if they're not already, shoulder width apart. So when I say that, see how my hands are like pretty much underneath my shoulders, so about the same width apart. I still have my palms forward and I'm reaching down. Now, this time I'm going to keep my elbows hugging in. My elbows might want to go out like this to the side, but I'm going to keep them drawing in so my elbows also stay shoulder width apart. And then I'm going to do that same action again, that forward bend. So pull on your strap, bend your knees, come on forward, let your head hang, and start to lift your arms away from your back. And then notice there what kind of movement you have here as well, right? Are you able to take your hands off your back again, or are they now on your back, or are they a little bit more limited in the range that you can lift them off your back? Right. What we want to try and do now is see if you can lift your arms so they're reaching up towards the ceiling. That's if they're not already overhead like this. And then if you can't do that, let your hands slide apart. So they're going to go wider on the strap until such time that you are able to lift your hands away from your back